many call the loudest in the NFL. We are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BG. Scouting your opponent. Not just the players, but the coaches, too. And seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, a lot of action right out of the gate. The two teams barely off the buses. We've already had the touchdown and now the interception.
Yeah, whatever happened to the feeling out process? You know, kind of throw a few jabs out there, kind of circle the ring a little bit. Both of them throwing haymakers right out of the gate. And the second one was an interception that may cost them.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we get everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. A dump down to McKinnon. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Caught on a slant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great. A 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40, Justice Hill. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to checking down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and a guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the dart ball and pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Hello. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. There he goes left side. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Dale, dale. Hey.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and themselves. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They go play action now. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. The pickup there, 5 yards.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought, is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And they run the option on second down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up third down. But that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they've ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Jackson being chased out left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about